Hey guys, I woke up feeling really horny this morning, so what I'm gonna do is teach you about velocity and automation, cause that shit makes me calm. So let's get started. Remember last time I showed you how to lay down notes in the piano roll? Well, today we're just gonna open the piano roll really fast and I'm gonna show you something nifty. Okay, so let's lay down some notes again. I'm gonna use the fruity keys again. So here we go. Piano roll. Bring that shit up. So listen, I'm gonna set this to for 1/4 of a step. I wanna do it like this. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna copy that with Control A and then Control C and then Control V to paste. You got that? I'm gonna do the same again. So, you got this. Now listen, this is really cool. Not really. I'm just kidding. But so as you heard, that sounded like a shitty ass machine gun impression. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use velocity to make it sound good. Now, see up here, right here, it says velocity. So I think this is default set to velocity, but you can go through the note pan, the note velocity, note release, but just keep it set to velocity because you will never need it to be anything else. So now down here, you can see there's these little guys. Maybe you might have to drag it up, maybe not. Okay, so just watch. Bring this down, 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 and this down. So now listen to this. So that obviously sounded less shit. So what I've done is I've changed the velocity of the notes, which means some notes are being hit softer, now giving it a more appealing sound. Usually the musical instruments you use will just get quieter with the lower velocities, but a lot of people actually put effort into their virtual instruments so that the different range of velocity actually has different sounds, like this. See, this is like a tuba. And if that was just getting quieter, it would sound more like this. So obviously they're not the same sound, so you get me. If you have a good velocity pattern going, but you need them all to be slightly higher or lower, you can scale them all with this handy tool. Let me show you. You go to this little, you select it all with Control A, then go to this little arrow, go to Tools, and go to Scale Levels. So as you can see here, I got this little guy popped up. As you can see down here, I can multiply, it'll get bigger or lower, so you can play that while you're doing it. With spacebar. What the fuck? Anyways. You can do it like that. So if you're happy with that, you're happy with that. So that's velocity pretty much, you get it. It's like the lower you hit it, the softer it is. The quieter it is. The higher you hit it, the harder it is, the louder it is. So now I'm going to show you the coolest shit ever. Automation. Let me start with an example. I'm going to get an oboe from Final Fantasy VII because I think it sounds really cute. Here it is. Put it here, drag it in. It loads the sound fine. Go into it, go here, and I'm going to pick the oboe. So listen. Yeah. So I'm going to just put some reverb on this so it doesn't sound extremely heinous. You can put it on the actual instrument or you can put it on master, which will affect the entire project. So I'm just going to put it on the instrument. So I'm going to put on some fruity reverb. So now listen. I'm going to go to the piano roll again. I'm going to make this quick little ditty. I'm just going to skip it real quick. So what I've done is I've made a quick little song that I wrote and I'm going to let you hear it right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna lower the tempo up here so it sounds more like the game from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, that'll do. 100 it's 89. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what automation is, and this shit makes me wet. Okay, so I'm gonna go to. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click on this here volume slider. I'm gonna right click on it, and as you can see, it says create automation clip. Now watch. Now, see this in the playlist? You can see that little shit has appeared here. That's your automation clip. Now, select your pattern and bring that little fella in and prepare to spray. Here it is. So, I'm going to drag this out with my mouse buttons. This is the automation clip. This thing, my god. I'm going to drag this out here a bit. And I'm going to right click in the middle here. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this down just a bit. I'm going to bring this down just a bit. Wait, no, actually, I'm going to keep this... Oh, no, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I'm going to bring that down. Oh, fuck! I'm going to bring that down a little bit. So check this out. I'll play the song so it plays both of them at the same time. And listen. Yes, as you can see, it was getting from quiet to loud, probably too loud, and then back down to quiet, and back up to loud, all with this little guy here. So don't worry, it's not just limited to this stupid fucking volume knob. You can click on pretty much anything, and you can automate it here in the playlist. So let's do a few more examples. You can turn up effects, like I could go into the Fruity Reverb, open that, click on this, create a little automation clip, and, you know, bring it up here and bring it down here. It's going to sound retarded, but who cares? Listen. You get it. So you can click on effects. You can pan stuff from left to right at will. Anything your little heart desires. As long as it's part of FL Studio. There are some exceptions, but we'll get to that. Here's another cool thing you can do with the automations. Listen, go up here to tempo, right click on it, create an automation clip, and you can make it get faster or slower, like that. You can go real fucking crazy. So you can just go down. Faster, oh god. Yes. So, that's what automation is. Yeah, good. So now, the magic doesn't end there. Here's another way to do that stuff. You can just like tweak this, and then you can go to Tools and go to Last Tweaked, Create Automation Clip, and there it is. However, again, this doesn't work on everything, as I'm about to show you. For some VST plugins, you won't be able to directly click on the knobs inside them, or, you know, just the effects or anything. So this is what you're going to have to do. Let me open a real instrument of, I'm going to load Contact, and I'm going to load Cinebrass. Cinebrass Core to be precise. So I'm going to get rid of all this bullshit. Okay, so what I've done is I've loaded these horns. I'm just going to make sure they're playing long notes real quick. There you go. So, too loud. Turn that down just a little wee bit. So, like, what you can do within these programs is you can right click and go to Learn MIDI Automation, go to Tools and go to Last Tweaked and yada yada yada. But sometimes you're just going to have to go to this little arrow here, go to Browse Parameters. You'll be in the browser now, and you can see every tweakable thing for this VST within this window here. Sometimes they'll have descriptions, but as you can see here, they're just a bunch of fucking numbers. Obviously, these can't be too important, or they would have given us some names, so, until you can get down to things that you can fucking read, just keep going down, 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 down. Yeah, here we go. So now we're at the important stuff, and this is very important, so please pay attention. As you can see, we've gotten to these guys called MIDI CCs. These are really important, and people making digital music have to know what they are, but that's what I'm here for, baby. They have their descriptions next to them, so this ain't so tricksy. So I'm going to right-click on Modulation, go to Create Automation Clip. So all modulation means is I'm modifying something. What I'm modifying depends on the instrument. Some will get quieter, louder, some will vibrate more, blah, blah. So I'm going to go back to the playlist up here, and we'll see a little automation, and then you can modify this like we did before. So I'm going to bring this pattern down. Here it is. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring this up. Gonna delete this little guy by right-clicking on it and going to delete. So now if I play the sound, just listen. Just listen. So as you can see, it was getting like really, it was going from mellow to really like raspy and cool. So that's good. So one last thing, you can change how to do the values for laying down automation. So you go here, and as you can see, it says slide or step. I'm pretty sure if you select step, you can draw them like that. You don't have to do it like that. You can just lay it down like per step like that. That's what I usually do. Or you can just like uncheck that, go to slide, and literally just drag the points around. You can right click and delete them. Right click delete, or you can right click and make them. So that's that. And if you want to reuse this automation later, like if you wanted this to play again later, just click on that, click on that and put it here, so it just lays down the last thing you click, so you can do that. The cool thing is you can just create another automation for the same pattern, so it's the same notes but with different variations. I'll just quickly go back here, go to browse parameters, use this slider, go down to modulation again, right click, create automation link or clip, and then bring this over. I'm gonna get rid of this guy by right clicking on it, and we're gonna make this one start here and go down here. So as you can see, they're going to be different. So yeah, you get it. So that's that. I wanted to show you how to clone automation clips and change the second one so you could easily have two variations on without having to go into the parameters every time you want a different automation clip. But I don't know how to do that. So if anyone would like to leave that in the comments, if they know how to do it, I'll mention it in a future video. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Bye!